Welcome back to Perspectives. Thanks for staying with us. About 1% of the world population has autism spectrum disorder. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, some 1 in 59 children have been identified as having the disease in the United States. Now, some parents say they're seeing marked changes in their autistic child due to a tailored diet and nutrition program. The treatment, while gaining popularity, is controversial. But as reporter Fleur Citrouk discovered, several parents in Israel are finding this method is making a big difference.
Playing with his mum, looking her in the eyes, 6 months ago, Liad, a child diagnosed with autism, was incapable of doing this. Over the past year and a half, Liad has been following a new treatment based on nutrition. His parents say the results are amazing.
After 1 month and a half, Liad has dramatically changed. He looks us in the eyes, he turns around when we call him. Before, he didn't react when my husband would come back home. Today, he throws himself into his arms and kisses him. His terrible nightmare suddenly disappears. He sleeps all night long, which never happened before. Hello, you.
Behind this treatment is Tali Engor, a naturopath who decided to use her knowledge in pharmaceuticals and medicinal chemistry to design a new approach to treating autism.
To me, autism is not a disease. It's a biological deficiency. Children who have autism are picky about what they eat. This can result in nutritional deficiencies. They also develop other problems with their metabolism. I conduct extensive biological tests with labs in the United States and Germany. One such test, hair analysis, has revealed the presence of toxic heavy metals in more than 90% of the cases. After receiving the results, I put together a customized protocol for each child.
Tali first created this treatment for her own daughter, who was diagnosed with autism at age 2. The results went beyond her expectations, and today doctors consider that Tali's daughter no longer meets the criteria of an autism diagnosis.
After that, I felt I had to help other children. It is like a mission to me. I quit my job. It didn't interest me anymore. Instead, I wanted to give new hope to parents who had autistic children by treating them. There's nothing more beautiful to me than helping them and seeing the progress made by the children day after day.
Over the course of 2 years, Tali has worked with more than 200 kids and their families. Noam started his treatment 3 months ago.
His anxieties have disappeared. Before, he was scared to enter a building. It was impossible for me to make him move forward. When people who were visiting us would leave our home, Noam would roll on the floor and scream for hours. It was a real nightmare. Now it is over. Our life has changed. I noticed that even the way he talks has improved. He is more independent at the child care center. He gets involved. He is confident. His caretaker told me he has transformed.
עליתי טרול.
כמה להביא לך?
2.
את יודעת איך משתמש?
כן, בטח. זה כבר, אני כבר לוקחת את זה כמה חודשים.
רואים תוצאות?
כן. כל הדיבור שלו מאוד השתפר עם כל השם הדגים הזה, ממש עוזר.
יש כאלה שמדברות על שיפור בדיבור, יש כאלה שמספרות שמשחקים עם ילדים מיוזמתם.
Every child receives a customized treatment.
How is Liad today?
Good. He is playing in the swimming pool. We talk with Tali on the phone almost every day. She always wants to know what's going on, the good and the bad, so she can adjust the treatment accordingly. We feel we are not alone, and for us, parents, it really helps us. Do you want a cookie? I'll bring one for you. There you go. He has made progress in all aspects. Liad watches us. He laughs and has fun with us. He's present with us. It's amazing.
While promising, the treatment and supplements are very expensive. Families hope that it will soon be recognized by the Israeli Health Ministry so that other children can benefit.
And developmental psychologist Ellen Reisel joins me in studio for more. Ellen, a pleasure to have you with us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, the therapist in that report, Tali, classed autism as a biological deficiency disorder. What can you tell us?
Autism is also a biological deficiency disorder, and it's also a severe neurological developmental disorder that affects most of brain function in all areas of development. It's really a severe...
Right. How does it present?
How does it present?
How does it present in children and people with autism? What kind of qualities allow us to identify that person as autistic?
When I will be giving a diagnosis of autism, the major aspect that I'm looking at is if the child has an awareness of his own being, and does he have an inner self that he can connect to? And what we will find in children that are autistic, that their whole inner voice and the inner awareness of what we consider innate, you're born with, is something that is very, very restricted. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, is at the core of when we look at the child in terms of his functioning, whether it be motoric, speech, language.
Right. And now these parents are saying that a diet is helping alleviate the way that this disorder presents in their child. What's your take?
First of all, my take is mainly through clinical experience, many years of clinical experience, and I know that there are children who do receive supplements and do receive a specific diet and a controlled diet, that it can definitely be a cause for improvement.
Right.
And it will not work for every child, but there are children that we do see the improvement with. And I think that it's so important that the parent that believes in some kind of method and feels that they have somebody to turn to and to guide them in it, I think that that is such an important aspect of any treatment program.
So if doctors are saying that the child of this therapist now no longer fits in the criteria of an autistic child, could this be a real solution?
I don't think it could be an end-all solution. I think it's definitely worth a trial, and it's worth going with it. But at the same time that the child is receiving supplement, he's also receiving, most of the time, many kinds of therapies, whether it be communication, it could be play therapy, which is an emotional aspect, it could be physical therapy, it could be occupational therapy. And in the world of therapy, we can never really know which one of the aspects or which one of the therapies are bringing the results. But when I look at the film that we just saw, I see the interaction of the parent and the child, and I see the excitement, and I see the devotion and the commitment, and that, for me, is what is really going to make the change.
Absolutely, there's a real commitment there.
We have to bring the children out through an emotional attachment where they find that being with their parent and communicating is something that brings an inner sense of, here I am.
Sure. Well, it's exciting and I suppose heartening to see that there are a lot of other solutions out there beyond just, I suppose, what we traditionally understand to be treatments for disorders like this. Ellen, appreciate that insight.